Good morning, coffee and sports. We're playing some fight card boxing. This is our American Boxing League. This is fight card number 5. So for those who don't know, Kevin is going to be doing his team's bouts using his game, 4 Dice Boxing. And then when our teams travel to face Kevin, he'll be doing those fights with 4 Dice Boxing. And he'll be doing all of his fights with 4 Dice Boxing. I'll be doing everybody else's. So I'll be fighting all the other teams. All right. Using either, preferably I will use fight card boxing. Again, I'm trying to get the boxing cards from the printer. John has been able to make any boxer in history, so I just need to pick those cards up. So last night I used Let's Rumble, so we could at least get going. So fight card number 5 is between Dell's team, the Mid-Atlantic Boxing Club, and my team, the Highlanders of Colorado. It'll be Duran versus Arguello, Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Ryan, Marvin Hagler versus Julian Jackson, and Mike Tyson versus Ernie Shavers in fight card boxing. For those who own fight card boxing and understand the rules and are following along, you're going to be surprised this morning because I will be making some, I will be testing a couple of potential rule changes for homebrew or maybe official, depending on what John Turnbull comes up with. But I love this game, but there's been one thing that has been nagging at me that and I think maybe bothering John as well. So we're trying to work out a particular thing. So all right, so the first fight of the night here in Plaza de Mexico, Mexico City, is Duran. This is our lightweight 8. Duran versus my man, Arguello. And yes, I say it that way. I've been saying it that way since I was a kid. It's just habit. So for those of you out there that are very concerned with my pronunciation, it's habit. Arguello. Arguello, right, is how it's supposed to be. It should be silent. The L's should be silent. But it's habit. And my affection for him from my childhood rings true. And unfortunately, you'll have to live with it because you don't really have any control over what I say or how I say it. So hang in there and try to enjoy the actual games that I play. Be less worried about the pedantic shit, right? Here we go. It's going to be 4. Alexis Arguello is going to get his work rate 10. He's going to score 10 points against Duran, bring him to 68. Roberto Duran won his last fight on the cards, folks. So let's see. Roberto Duran is work rate in 4. Holy cow, he's going to score 8. We're at 71. All right, let's go to the judges' cards. All right, the judges like Arguello. Let's look here, 10-9. And, Roberto Duran, judge's card, 5. He almost did not get that. 10-9, second judge likes Duran. And the third judge, looking at Arguello's card, 7, is 10-9. So, Arguello's going to win that round on 2 of the judges' cards. Here we go, ding, 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 round 2. Round 2, it's going to be Roberto Duran. He gets his work rate, folks, 9, and he's going to score 7 points, and we're down to 64. Arguello's starting to feel it a little bit. Arguello gets his work rate 0-2-5. It's going to be 9 more points, down to 70. Wait a second, 9 more. Yep, down to 59. Excuse me, doing my math backwards. And let's go to the judges. Oh man, these two unbelievable. It's going to be Duran. He almost gave it to us again. Duran's definitely not the better of the scorers on the judges' cards. That'll be Arguello. 6 is 10-9, so Judge 2 likes him. And the last judge, 7 is, almost gave it to him. But Duran's going to win the second round, folks. We are in a duel. It is 2-2 here in Plaza de Mexico, Mexico City. Here we go. Alexis Arguello, Roberto Duran. This unbelievable. You talk about a contrast of styles. Roberto Duran, basically a slugger, a brute, head down, comes at you nonstop. And Arguello was a master counterpuncher, master slipper. He could slip his beautiful, beautiful head defense. Arguello just absolutely, just poetry in motion, man. I loved Arguello, at least when he was a lightweight. I think as he moved up the ranks, he might have lost some of that mobility. But either way, 53. So Arguello, no, it's going to be Duran. Duran, 8 is 6 points. So right now, Roberto Duran is not doing as much damage. Oh, I don't need this. It's going to be 29 for Arguello. Arguello's going to score 10 more points down to 49. So Duran is starting to feel it as Arguello's just getting more punches in. I can't say he punches harder. However, his intensity is an 8. His intensity is a 6. That kind of indicates the amount of damage Arguello would do in his rounds. But again, that can be combination punches. Let's go to the judges and see what's happening here. It's going to be 6. Oh, there it is. There's where Roberto Duran's card screwed him. So that means Arguello wins Judge 1. Roberto's own card screws him there. Okay, 9. Oh, we almost screwed ourselves there. Alexis Arguello's almost gave that one up. And 6, going to be Arguello on 9 is, oh, he almost, that judge was wavering on that round as to who he thought should win it. All right, we're going into round 4. By the way, Arguello fatigues at 6. Duran fatigues at 7. He was a workhorse, so here we go. Round 4, it's going to be Arguello. And it's going to be 68. It's good. 8. He's going to do another 8 points of damage down to 41. Roberto Duran on his feet, trying desperately to get his mitts on Arguello. He will, and it's 4. 4 is almost a multiplier. It's going to be 8 points of damage. However, right now, his body is in far worse condition than Arguello's. 4, Arguello's card is going to be 10-9. Judge 1 likes Arguello. Judge 2, oh, likes Arguello. Boy, he just keeps missing that nasty judge. And 5, 8, oh, 10-9. Arguello won that round easy. All 3 judges like what he's doing in that round. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go, folks. Round 5 of an 8-round bout. Alexis Arguello's 1-0. Roberto Duran is 1-0 in our league. It's going to be Arguello 5. He's going to take 9 more points off 32. Doing some serious damage here. And what does Roberto Duran do? Duran still knocking at 6 down to 44. Let's go to the judges. What a fight. And this is exactly what I would expect from these two. Oh, it's going to be 5. Oh, he almost hit that. Dang, man, every time I see that, and I have to there are boxers in the game that do not have a bad score, which is awesome. 9. Oh, again. Judge 2 still likes Arguello. And 8 is going to be 10-0. So Roberto Duran's going to win that round. Outstanding. Here it is, round 6. After this, Arguello starts taking more punishment. Okay, we're going to get Arguello 5. 5, he's going to dish out 5. Another 9 points of damage down to 23. Roberto Duran now starting to show wear and tear on his body. And now Duran's score. Let's see. I get all my dice here. It's going to be 65. Yep, he's going to score 6, and he's going to score his 6 points. 38. He's not going to bring He's not going to bring Alexis Arguello down in time with numbers like that. Let's go ahead and see what the judges say. It's going to be 8. 8 is 10-9, but they still like what Roberto Duran's style is doing. It's going to be 4, 10-9. So Judge 2 has liked Arguello the entire fight. Definitely likes Arguello's style better. And 7, Judge 3, still sticking with Arguello. So Arguello's going to win that round. Now we're going to be looking at more damage for Arguello, and Roberto Duran, after this round, will start giving up more damage. And here we go. It's going to be Duran for 5. 5 is 7 more points. Wow, good. 7 more points down to 31. And Arguello now scoring punches. Doing damage, we should say. Yep, he sure will. 5. 5 is 9 more points down to 14. And we're going to the judges. These two guys, absolutely a perfect fight. 4, of course, it's going to be Duran gets Judge 1 for the first. Wait a second. Duran took 3 more points of damage, so I got to add to that. He's actually down to 28. There we go, because he was fatigued. We have not had either one of them miss a work rate roll or score a multiplier, which is just nuts. It's going to be 10-9. Arguello's going to win this round. And it's going to be 10-9. So Arguello sweeps that round, and now Roberto Duran starts taking more damage. This last round, excuse me, we're on the final round, folks. Unless there's a multiplier, which won't matter now. So there's no way either one of these guys can win it. on a endurance, but they could win it with a flash KO. So this is going to go to the judges card. 100. Oh, Arguello fails to score. No, unbelievable. So Arguello's Roberto Duran score. I rolled a 100. There is no way Roberto Duran is going to score. I mean, is Arguello's going to score? That sucks. That means Roberto's going to win this. And he gets a KO multiplier. Holy cow. So Roberto Duran, I just said there's no way. This is going to the scorecards. Roberto Duran scores a 19 and Snake Eyes. That's a multiplier KO. If I roll a 1 or a 2, he wins this fight with a flash KO. No, but he's going to win the round 10-8 with a KD. So he knocks down. So he scores a KD in the final round. And Arguello fell to... So basically, he dominated that final round. Arguello did not cause any damage. Jeez, that's going to impact the judges' scoring. We're going to need the calculator for this. My land, folks, that's brilliant. So the first judge here is 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 10, 10, 9, and 10. The first judge, Judge 1, or actually it's only one judge, sorry. I'm supposed to be doing one judge. So we're going to go ahead and do all three. I mean, it ain't going to hurt the game to have all three judges. Judge 2 and Judge 3. 76. Let's get Arguello's Judge 1. 10, 19, 29, 39. So 39 and 9 and 9, 10 and 8. 75. So Judge 1 has it 1 point in favor of Duran. Are you kidding me? I can look at it and see that Judge 2 and 3 like Arguello better, but we got to do the calculations because of that 10-8 knockdown round. So Duran, Judge 2 in the first round, liked him. But from that point on, Judge 2 gave him, let's do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 9 plus 10 plus 10, 74. Judge 2 gives Duran 74. Arguello with, let's see here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 and 17, 77. So they're split right now, folks. Judge 1 has it 1 point for Duran. Judge 2 has it 3 points for Arguello. So the final judge is going to dictate. This is why you like 3 judges, because holy cow, the drama, man, right? If not, if I had just used one judge, that's another Roberto Duran 1 point victory. He beat Shane Mosley 77-76 in this first fight. Duran here would have won this 76-75. Which we could still do. I mean, I got to, I was supposed to do one round, but I just, when I have these cards in front of me, I'm not thinking. Bright and early, haven't finished my coffee. So yeah, we'll go ahead and use all 3 judges, but either way. It's really easy in this game to get all 3 judges' scores. Very easy. So, I was doing one judge to speed up these fights so we can get to the playoffs. Okay, Judge 3, let's get this done. So, wow, Judge 3 really liked Arguello. 1, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 9 plus 10, 20, 30. 75. Uh-oh, folks. I think Arguello's going to win this third judge by 1 or 2 points, which means Arguello will win this fight in a majority decision. So we've got 9, 18, and 8 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 76, 75. Oh my God. Arguello wins majority decision in 8. Holy cow, that'll give him 1 point. That makes Arguello now 2. He got a KO 2-0 with a KO. He gets a point for this, for the team, and a point. And that'll make Duran 1-1. No points for Duran or his team in the first fight. Holy cow. So, fight 1, Arguello, majority decision, scrapes by a total of 4 points. Total of 4 points. Unbelievable. That's fight 1. All right, fight 2. in this matchup between Dell and I's team. That was a great fight. That went to the wire. At the very end, he knocked down Alexis Arguello, so he must have been told by his ring. Roberto Duran's corner told him, you really might be losing this fight. You really should bring him to his knees and maybe win this fight with a knockout. And he did. Unfortunately, Arguello got up at the bell. All right, we got Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Ryan, baby. Tommy Ryan, the American. Joseph Young's is his nickname. Sugar Ray's nickname is, that's right, Billy Leonard. No, I'm kidding, Sugar Ray. All right, here we go. Welterweight match. Welterweight 8. Sugar. Damn, I can't write? Holy cow. Let's try again. Man, my coffee has not set in yet. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Ryan. Here we go. 8-round bout. And again, I have confidence this is going to go the distance. Okay, Sugar Ray has 82 endurance and 91 for Tommy Ray, baby. Beautiful. All right, FCB. I love how these boxers are rated in FCB. So here we go, folks. We've got a work rate. Tommy Ray has the advantage in work rate. Intensity is about the same. Sugar Ray has a slight edge. Rounds per bout, Tommy Ray. Endurance, Ryan, excuse me. So Tommy Ryan, across the board, has 3 numbers on him. And of course, he fought much longer. He fought almost 100 bouts to Sugar Ray's 40. And he had more knockouts in his career than Sugar Ray fought fights. He is about 1.5 inches shorter than Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, their reach is identical, despite him being a little shorter. He's got long arms. And he, of course, fought during the absolute golden era of pugilism, 1887 to 1907. I have no idea if that's true. Obviously, there have been many people who would argue there's been a golden age of boxing. I don't know if it was 1887 to 1907. Sugar Ray, to me, man, the 70s and 80s were just, but I was a kid, and, you know, that was when I was most inspired by all sports athletes. And now I'm less inspired at 55, of course, by athletes. But when you're a kid, holy cow. All right, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Ryan. All right, may the best boxer win here, Del. Fortunately, Arguello did. Now let's see if Tommy Ryan can bring down Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray is a tough out. Sugar Ray has a better scoring, judges scoring. Damage is Sugar Ray. So ironically, of the top ratings, he's got 3 of the 4. But the most important, Sugar Ray does more damage. Sugar Ray has better scoring. So when it comes right down to it, when it comes to the mechanism, Sugar Ray should win this fight, right? Even though it's going to be close. All right, Sugar Ray 9. Sugar Ray's going to land his work rate, 7 points of damage. We're down to 84. Tommy Ryan needs to get the job done here. Tommy Ryan's going. All right, he's an American. Sugar Ray's an American. Fighting out of America. Anyway, yep, and he's going to score 96 points. Oh, so he does just as much. And he's got the big advantage on endurance. Tommy Ryan, with all these rounds, 932 rounds in his career, he has a very high stamina rate, which is outstanding. All right, here we go. Let's find out who's start. Wait, judges. It's going to be 6. Oh, Sugar Ray, 10-9. Actually, I'm going to do one judge. I'm going to go back to our normal. I just messed up on the first fight, but we're going to stick with one judge to keep things fast. And that's the goal. That was the rules when I set up the season and the tournament. The tournament will use, so the playoffs will have 2 judges, 10 rounds. The season is 8 rounds, 1 judge, and the championships will be 12 rounds, 3 judges, right? So every phase of our tournament will have different rules as far as judges and rounds. All right, so we're looking at Tommy Ryan's card first. 7 is another 5 points of damage, down to 71. And now let's find out what Sugar Ray does here. Sugar Ray, work rate's good. 10 is going to be 8 points, down to 76. So already Sugar Ray, who is down by 9 stamina points to his opponent, has already cut it down to a 5 point. So in 2 rounds, Sugar Ray, his damage has already almost equalized Tommy Ray. Let's take a look at the judge, see what the judge has to say. We're looking at Tommy Ryan's card. 6 is lost. So there's an example of his card hurting him, and Sugar Ray is going to win that round. So Sugar Ray's up 2 rounds to 1. And to be honest with you, I would not be surprised at that, as Sugar Ray was one hell of an exciting boxer to watch. Fast, combination thrower. Holy cow. And Sugar Ray, you get him on the ropes, you get him in the corner, that's when he would lay out those hands. He would combination fight himself out of trouble. I think he would coach guys into the corner, and then he would light them up. He was not, in that sense, a defensive fighter. He was an offensive fighter. 2, Sugar Ray takes control. 9 does 7 more points. We're down to 69. And Tommy Ryan, what does he do? Sugar Ray was, as much as I hate to admit it, he made Hagler, he wore Hagler out. His work rate roll, despite a high roll, still makes his work rate 7. 5 points of damage, 66. Wow, folks, we have got, so 66 to 60. So in 3 rounds, Sugar Ray has brought him down within 3 points of each other now in the stamina. Let's find out if the judges still like Sugar Ray. 3, 9, yep. Judge still like Sugar Ray. He's won all 3 rounds, folks. All right, it's going to be Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan gets his work rate roll. 6. 6 is going to be 5 more points. Nice. What does Sugar Ray do? Sugar Ray gets his work rate 7. 6 points off. 63. Let's see what the judge says. Let's see what the judge says. The judge on his card 7 is 10-9. Finally, Tommy Ryan at round 4 wins a round, so he has a chance to come back. If he wins the next 3, round 8 will be the decider. Holy cow. Okay, we're looking at Ryan's card, and Ryan with a 4. Oh, almost got a multiplier. He's going to score 7 against. We're down to 54. Dang, that would have been nice. It is Sugar Ray's go. That multiplier would have been nice. And it's going to be work rate roll of 7. 6 more points. We're down to 57. And guess what? It's still within 3. So Tommy Ryan, so Sugar Ray clearly won. The judges liked it, and he did the most damage. Now, suddenly, Tommy Ryan is maintaining that stamina edge. So you can see that Tommy Ryan's given as good as he's getting. And I think the judges may have spotted it. Yeah, Tommy Ryan, 5. 5 is, yep, the judge likes it. So Ryan's won 2 rounds in a row. He's coming back, folks, as he has steadied. By the way, neither one of these guys will fatigue in this fight. Neither one of them will be tired to be affected by damage by the 8th round. It's going to be Sugar Ray with 6. He's going to do 6 points. We're down to 51. Tommy Ryan's going now. Tommy Ryan, 42 and 5. 5, he's going to do 6 points of damage, down to 48. So he's keeping that 3-point edge on Sugar Ray in stamina. Although Sugar Ray took off 6 of those points in the first 3 rounds. And we're going to look at Sugar Ray's card 2. He won it. There's the chance. So that means from here on out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that means Tommy Ryan, for this to go to a decision, a potential draw, he has to win the last 2 rounds. So Tommy Ryan now is hearing it from his corner. You cannot afford you can't afford to hold on. You got to get this done, as you're losing on the cards. All right, it's going to be Tommy Ray. 8. 8 is 5 points of damage, down to 43. Okay. Sugar Ray goes now. And Sugar Ray's work rate's good. 4. Ooh, 8 points of damage. There it is, folks. He brings him down to 43. So by the 7th round, Sugar Ray has evened their endurance, as he has finally brought them even. Both of them now look about as worn out and beaten as they can. Let's see what the judge says about that. That's a round that should go to Sugar Ray based on the amount of damage he did. And no, it's 11. It's going to be, so Tommy Ryan won that round. Here we go, folks. This is it, round 8. Tommy Ryan must win this round to make it a draw. It's going to be Tommy Ryan, 4. He's going to do 7 points of damage. Sugar Ray on his feet, but has taken a bit of a punishment. And here we go. 33, 5. He's going to do 7. We're down to 36 and 36. So they both end with exactly the same damage taken. That is epic. We're going to the judge. This is it right here. This ties it, or Sugar Ray wins it by a round. It's going to be 6 and 3. 3 is, oh yeah, baby. So it's going to be a draw. You've got to be kidding me. So it's going to be, holy cow. 76 to 76. So the 76-76, it's a draw. So Sugar Ray will be 1. Actually, he lost. Sugar Ray lost his first fight, didn't he? Yeah, Duran won. So Sugar Ray 0, 1, and 1. And Tommy Ryan is 0, 1, and 1. So both of them lost their first fights. And a draw, by the way, earns them 2 points for their team. They get 1 as a boxer. They get 2 for their team, 1 as a boxer. Ah, man, I can't get my own rules right here. 1 for the team, 2 for themselves. 3 is 3 points for a boxer. A draw is 1 point for a boxer, or 2 points for a boxer. Team is 1 and 2. So, as it is now, we are winning this fight. Let's see here. Arguello won by points, 1, and we had a draw. We both get 1 point. So right now it is 2 to 1. So the team, it's 2 to 1 for our middleweight fight coming up. All right, Tommy Ryan draws Sugar Ray in the final 2 rounds. He finds a way to win the judges over. It ends up in a draw. And Alexis Arguello wins by a total of 4 points, counting all 3 judges. But either way, because of that, we have a 1-point edge right now. So middleweight's going to become a big fight because that may decide who wins the entire deal. Wow, what great fight. So between Dell and I, that's 2 of the best fights we've seen, top to bottom. Unbelievable. All right, Marvin Hagler, my favorite. Growing up as a kid, I loved Holmes, Hagler, and Alexis Arguello. And I don't think I need this. I've got a die to mark who's throwing the dice. Holy cow. So, but I didn't choose Hagler. I can't remember. I had Julian. I figured somebody else would take Hagler. Sure enough, they did. So I thought, I'm not going to haggle over it. I'm not going to haggle over Hagler. I'll take Julian Jackson. Here we go. This is a middleweight 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fight card boxing. And again, we're looking at Jackson at 75 endurance. Hagler was one of the greatest, fittest. He was a super focused preparer, man. He would go up and train alone for months, prepare his body, prepare his mind. Hagler was a fit boxer. So he has the edge here. Work rate, Julian Jackson actually edges Hagler on work rate. Intensity, Julian Jackson edges Marvin Hagler. Rounds, Hagler. Julian will be tired at 4, Hagler at 6. Scoring damage, Julian Jackson. Scoring with the judges, they're almost identical. I would say Hagler has a slight edge as his bad one is on 10. Julian's is on 9, for those of you who know the 2-6 curve. But when you look at these 2 boxers, Julian Jackson edges Hagler everywhere. He also edges him in real life height, 3.5 inches. Reach, though, Hagler 2 inches. So Julian's tall with shorter arms, Hagler long arms. They both fought 60-something about 67 to 61. Let's see here. Knockouts, Hagler had 52 and Jackson 49. Unbelievable. This ought to be a slugfest, folks. I can only imagine what this would have looked like, right, if they had fought toe-to-toe in real life. Unbelievable. Here we go. We're going to get to see it in fight card boxing. All right, it's going to be Hagler. He wins his work rate, 5, and he drops to 9 points on Julian Jackson. That was vicious. All right, the Hawk. Here he comes at all 5 foot, almost 6 foot of him. 71, got his work rate. 11 is a multiplier. Holy cow, so he's going to do. So the multiplier is a knockdown, right? He's going to do his intensity damage to Hagler. Holy cow. So Hagler's down to 71, and it's actually scored a 10-8 knockdown. So Jackson will actually knock Hagler down on that multiplier, right? There is no check for him to be knocked out. It's a flash KD. He wins the round 10-8 automatically, but he also does his intensity bout. That's the change that I'm doing. I think John Turnbull is recommending a different change. I'm going with something a little faster and simpler, but there it is, folks. Holy cow. Jackson brings Hagler to a knee. I can imagine a big shot, a right hook in the ribs, and Hagler takes a knee to catch his breath. Holy cow. Here we go, round 2. It's going to be 91. Hagler misses his work rate. Oh, he would have missed his work rate too. Both of them would have missed the 91. So we got to roll now. Oh my God, Hagler is still winded. So I think Hagler might be feeling the ribs or something here. Holy cow. So our first round, Jackson scores maybe a cracked rib shot. It's going to be, he makes his work rate 20 and 5. He does another 11 points of damage. He's down to 60. And by the way, he missed his work rate roll, which means he wins at 10-9 without a roll. Julian Jackson has jumped out on Hagler and has really got Hagler stunned. So I can imagine it may take a couple of rounds for Hagler to catch his breath. Here it is. It's going to be Julian Jackson. Work rate roll's good. 9. Another 11 points. He's down, what? He's down to 50. No, he's down to 49. Hagler is getting thumped, folks. Holy shite. Julian Jackson with heavy, heavy hands. And 33, 9. 9 is 9 points of damage. So finally, we're going to see some damage here done. 9 will be 57. And we do go to the scorecard finally. And remember, one judge. I got to remind myself, one judge for these. It's going to be Hagler's card 4. So Hagler is going to win that round. So he stands true. He survives the ribs. He starts to catch his breath. His corner talks him strategically into what he needs to do. Hagler was famous for switching from orthodox to southpaw. I can imagine in round 3, Hagler switched to southpaw and fucked up Julian Jackson's head. And there he wins that round. Here we go. Julian Jackson, round 4. He will fatigue after this, and that's where Hagler could start to pound him. It's going to be Hagler. He's going to get his work rate. 8 more points. We're down to 49. Hagler starting to get the job done now, folks. He survived Julian Jackson's onslaught. It's going to be 53 and 5. It's going to be another 11 points. He's down to 38. Hagler. However, we go to the judge. And the judge is 5 and 12. It's going to be the round will go. So Julian Jackson, folks, is winning. I did it again. I wrote that down. So 10-8. I wrote it down as 3 judges. I've got it in my head because that's normally how we score boxing. Okay, so he's going to be fatigued now, and he's winning 3-1. Hagler's in trouble. He's going to have to get a flash KD, flash knockout, something. Here we go. It's going to be on Julian Jackson. He gets his work rate roll. 8 is another 10 points of damage. Hagler may not survive this fight. He's already down to 28 as Julian Jackson is one of the hardest punchers. But Hagler can be the man here. 62, 12, pow, multiplier. He's going to do 8 points of damage. So he's down to 41, but, oh, he's not fatigued, so it's just a multiplier. If he was fatigued, folks, of course, if he's fatigued, fight's over. So right there, he just does his multiplier in damage, and he gets back his intensity in damage. So he did 8, and he gets back 8, so he's technically up to 36. So he multiplies and scores, but also because he scored a knockdown, he's going to win that round. That's technically a knockdown. 10-8. So he brings down Jackson, catches a chance to catch his breath, and he picks up. So now, if you get a multiplier, you do your intensity and damage, but you also get your intensity back in recovery. So intensity is also recovery now. That's the rule change I've made. I don't know if that'll stick. I don't know if John will like that. But by the way, Hagler did more points of damage. He did 3 more points of damage because he's tired. So we're at 38. So they're at 38 and 36. So suddenly Hagler has evened up like Sugar Ray did. And Hagler with a knockdown wins round 5. Folks, round 6. This is turning into one hell of a fight. 2. Hagler, 50. He got his work rate 5. He's going to do 9 more points of damage. We're down to 29. Oh, wait. Nope. 3 more. So we're down to 26. I keep forgetting he's now fatigued. Hagler will fatigue after this round. And Jackson is going to miss his work rate roll. Oh, my God. 10-9. And he stays at 36. Hagler, he has not recovered from being dropped. So, again, Hagler in round 5 dropped Jackson, won the round 10-8, scored a KD, I should say that. And up here, we scored a KD early. And he recovered. And now round, clearly, Jackson, not like himself, gets clobbered. And we now have a 10-point difference in stamina thanks to that recovery multiplier. Holy cow. Round 7, and now both fighters are tired, which means we add damage. It's going to be 73, 7. 7 is 10, 13 points off, down to 23. Big punches by Julian Jackson. Let's see what Hagler does. Hagler's going to get his work rate roll. 6 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's down to 15, folks. Let's go to the judge. See what the judge says. This has been a brilliant fight. It's going to be 6. Julian Jackson's going to get the round 7. Oh, my God. This is it, folks. Jackson's won 1, 2, 3, 4. So, again, like the last fight, Hagler has to win this to force a draw. We may have 2 draws. This is going to be the best fight card yet. 64. It's going to be Hagler. 5. Hagler scores 9, 10, 11, 12. We're down to 3. Almost knocked him out. But he stays on his feet to the bell. That's what that means, is the referee was thinking we might have to step in as they're pummeling each other. And 3. Multiplier. Holy shit. 8. So he's going to take off 10 and recover 10. So he takes off 10 down to 13. And that's a KD. He's going to win the round on a knockdown. Technically, a multiplier counts as bringing him to his knees, and he gets his intensity up. So he was beaten down to 3, but because we scored a multiplier, that's a knockdown. He recovers his own intensity rating, 13. Hagler drops from 23 to 13 and loses the round. So we're going to win this. Jackson's going to win this fight. He will be 1-1. That's going to score us, again, it's a decision win, so we get 1 point, and the boxer gets 1 point. Hagler, folks, hold your breath, is 0-2 in this tournament, in this season. And that's going to give us, team-wise, we are now up 3 to, what was it? 3-1? Yep, we're now up 3-1. And a KO. If Mike Tyson, now hold your breath, folks, because this is not impossible. If Mike Tyson can KO Ernie Shavers, this will be a tie between Dell and I's team. So Tyson would get actually 3 points. So if Tyson can KO Shavers, he's going to win this 4-3. But he needs a KO from his man, Tyson. Heavyweight, 8. Can Mike Tyson be the man? Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is versus. Can Tyson pull this team's arse out of the ringer? If not, even if Tyson wins, it won't be enough to win the bouts. It won't be enough to win the matches. All right, let's take a look at Tyson. Boy, every one of these fights, man, Julian Jackson, he is powerful. Holy cow. All right, Mike Tyson is also powerful, but not as powerful. He's about the same as Ernie Shavers. These two guys punch like hell. Holy cow. All right, I love Shavers. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, 5'10", 71-inch reach. Shavers, 6 foot, 79-inch reach. But remember, Mike Tyson was a great small man with a peekaboo defense. 86 work rate for Tyson, 88 work rate for Shavers. Intensity for Tyson, 10. Intensity for Shavers, 10. Rounds 4. They're like spitting images of each other. 72 for Tyson, 74 for Shavers. So Shavers has a slight edge on work rate and a slight edge on endurance. We're talking 2 points, not enough to really talk about. But when we look at that damage, it's going to be, they are identical in damage, folks. Holy cow. However, Tyson scores better with the judges. So if Ernie goes to the judge cards on his card, it's likely to hurt him. So Shavers doesn't, the judges don't like Shavers' style. So Shavers really wants to win this with a KO. Folks, this ought to go 8 rounds. I hate to say it. It shouldn't go 8 rounds because of the damage they do and the fact that they will both fatigue at 4. So here we go. May the best boxer win. Ding, ding, ding. All right, we've got, and that's going to be big. Is the boxer to get the jump is going to have a chance to win. 10. It's going to be 12 points. We're down to 62 already. Shavers suffers a brutalizing round of punches. Shavers backpedaling, trying to score his big punch. 4. He's going to score 12 himself, bringing Tyson down to 60. Let's see what the judge says. The judge says, 2, Mike Tyson's card, 8. Tyson's going to win round 1, 10-9. Wow, unbelievable. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. It's going to be Shavers, 8. He's going to do 10 more points. Tyson's already down to 50. Unbelievable the amount of damage these guys do. It's going to be 67. It's going to be 10 more points down to 52. Let's see what the judge says as these two guys are throwing big shots. It's going to be 6, 10-9. Shavers wins. They're tied, folks. 1 round to 1. This is it, folks. Tyson has to win this by a KO for Dell to win the bout. It's going to be Tyson 3 multiplier. Tyson does 10 points of damage, and he gets back 10. He's back up to 60. And technically, depending on what Shavers does, Shavers would have to score a multiplier. If not, Tyson's going to win this round 10-8. It's going to be 10 is 12. Endurance can't, he does score his 12, so it's going to bring it back down to 48. Tyson got something back, but technically Tyson's going to win this round because he scored a KD. So the multiplier just counts. It's not a damage, more damage. It counts as the judges going, whoa, he got a KD. So instead of tearing off tons of damage with a big intensity score, right? But Tyson also gets back his recovery. That's how it works. So what it does, it allows that a boxer to recover some of his endurance, but doesn't get these times 6, times 4, times damages. All right, well, they're both fatigued now. Tyson got a KD in round 3, folks. He's trying to win this one for his team. If he gets a KO, he's not only going to win the fight, but he's going to steal the victory from my team, which would really piss me off. Round 4, they're both going to be tired after this round. It's going to be my guy first, Shavers 6. Shavers is going to score 11 points. We bring him down to 37. What does Tyson do? Tyson scores 5. He's going to score 11 points. We're down to 31. Holy cow. Let's see what the judges say. Unbelievable. Come on. It's going to be Tyson. So the judges are leaning on Tyson 10-9. They just like those shots that he's delivering. You know, I know why. Tyson is one of those bulldogs who never backs up, never takes a step backward. So judges love that when a boxer is not lazy. The work rate's great. Of course, Shavers has good work rate too, but I can imagine Tyson is stalking Shavers. He wants to win for his team. He wants that KO. All right, both fighters now, after 4, coming off their stools. If they're both visibly beaten up, and they're sweating like hell, and they're breathing heavy, it's obvious now to all looking on. Both boxers are beyond their normal. They like to win these fights early with KOs, and both now are in cardio country, right? These boxers are now in cardio country. Did they do enough cardio to stay on their feet in these bouts, to not lose their legs? For those of you who know, you want to be fit in boxing so you don't lose your legs. And breathing hard is not an indication you're out of shape. It's an indication your muscles are screaming for oxygen. Here we go. It's going to be the man, Mike Tyson. 9. It's going to score 11 more points. We're down to 20. God, these guys are like, it's like being kicked by mules, man. Ernie Shavers, here he comes. Come on, Ernie, give me a multiplier. No, but he is going to score 7. 10 more off Tyson. And let's see what the judges say. Man, these fights have been amazing. It's going to be on my card, 12. So we're going to win that round. So Shavers does enough to show the judge that he's got some moxie left, although he's really got to score a KO probably to win this. Oh, by the way, the damage is more. I got to remember that extra 3 points of damage. So one of these fighters may win this on TKO KO. Their damage is compiling. All right, round 6. It's going to be Tyson. That hurts us. That's 15 points. We're down to 2. So what I need is for Shavers to score a multiplier, because then we get back some of our intensity in recovery. 3, 9. 9 is 11 points against Tyson. Add 4. So 14 against Tyson. He's down to 10. And Shavers will not make it through round 7 if Tyson lands another good shot. This fight may well be over. What does the judges say? Tyson's got the advantage now, thanks to that recovery. See, if Tyson had not scored that KD and recovered some points, Tyson would have been much lower. Matter of fact, that round would have ended Tyson had he not recovered those points. So see, that's why that recovery is so cool. Tyson is not only getting a knockdown and winning the judge, he also recovered some stamina, and that's been the difference. Shavers hasn't been able to do that. What do we got here? Our judges say 110. Oh, man, that's it. So Tyson does not have to win this on a KO now. He's going to win the fight on points, but Tyson needs a KO to steal the team victory from me. This roll, if this number is 1 to 3, Mike Tyson goes first. If he makes his work rate roll, he's going to win this fight with a TKO/KO. So I need Shavers to win this, and then anything Shavers does here will kill Tyson. This round 7, they're both, let's put it this way, whoever wins this roll is going to win this fight. It's going to be my man, Shavers, 23, his work rate. Shavers comes out, his corner tells him, you've lost this on the cards, you got to go win this for the team. 8, 8 is 10, plus 3 for damage, -3. He's going to win this fight. Oh, Tyson almost stole that. But Shavers heard his corner man tell him, boy, you got to go win this for the team. 22. You cannot let Tyson get you. Vision loss. The fighter tells the ref, I can't see out of my right eye, and that's a TKO stoppage. So Tyson pawing at his right eye, and then finally tells the ref, I can't see, I can't see. And that's it, right? Tyson's going to lose. Tyson is now 0-2. Shavers is 1 with a KO and 1-0. That's going to give us 3 points for the team, 2 points, 3 points for the boxer, 2 points for the team. And that's going to give us a team win of 5-1. And Shavers now will have 3 points in the boxer standings toward the end of season playoffs, or I should say the semifinals. Wow, what a fight. Literally, Shavers came out and said, I've stalked him around and managed to finish him off. However, he didn't know Tyson was having trouble with his right eye until he started pawing at it. Started scrubbing it with his glove. And then he finally said, I can't see out of my right eye. And Shavers is going to win that on TKO. By the way, that was TKO in 8. TKO win. Number 22. So he won this by TKO in the 8th round. The 7th round. Whoops, 7th round. They didn't make it to the 8th. TKO win in the 7th. Unbelievable. Thanks for watching. This has been Fight Card Boxing. Again, with a new tweak. I've made a change for those. Again, this isn't official. John's going to make some official changes. But if you hit a multiplier now, you get to just take your intensity. So some boxers aren't very good. So what? It's not a big score, but what that does is it allows them to take 5 off the opponent, but they get 5 back on their own endurance. So that's how that works, right? So it's kind of like a combination of how much damage they do, but also how much they recover, right? So this makes sense of great boxers like Shavers being able to, not having the endurance, but also getting it back. So it's a great way to use intensity, right? Also, if you get a multiplier now, it's considered a KD. You'll win the round 10-8 unless your opponent also scores a multiplier. If it's a multiplier KO, that's a chance at a flash knockout, a 1 or a 2, fight's over, right? That's how that works. So that's the subtle changes I've made. They're not official, so I would not start doing them in your FCB. John is working on his solution that he will prefer, as it is his game. So, all right, everybody, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.